great questions, and I'm copying and pasting all of them, and we're going to definitely get to them. Before we do that, I want to continue this conversation really quick about fuck the police. Torrance PD. Tell everybody about Torrance PD, and do you know if that was simply because the studio that this happened in front of apparently in the movie was in Torrance, correct?
Right.
Okay, yeah. So break down Torrance PD at that time, and if you know if that part of the movie was true or not.
I don't know if that was true or not. I can see that very, very possibly happening in Torrance. I don't see the black cop though. I don't see the black cop in Torrance PD. Torrance PD has always been a no joke town for black folks. Period. First time I went to jail in my life was in Torrance. The first time I ever got arrested was in Torrance. I sat in the holding tank in Torrance because I didn't pay my damn registration on my car. Turned into a warrant. I was riding through Torrance, and I didn't give a damn about you. You ain't got no money. And here, my tag went for $36. $36, and I sit in the Torrance jail, about 19 years old, scared and a son of a bitch. Okay, shaking like a leaf on a tree, and because Torrance didn't play that shit, man. I never forget. I'm in Torrance jail, and they brought some big ass ex-cons in to go to court. It was me, about 5 other cats in the holding tank when they got there, and this little white boy. He came in and he had to take a shit. He had to take a shit. And the brother, you can't shit. Hell no. You can't take no shit in here, motherfucker. He took the toilet paper and brother took the toilet paper, laid it on the bench, made the toilet paper, took it and made it like a pillow. He's sitting on the toilet paper. Homeboy in the back in the cell. He doing the I gotta take a shit dance. This motherfucker is cha-cha all around the room, Doc. He cha-cha like a motherfucker around this room. He red and dancing his ass off. And the bailiffs called the black guys, the guy from court to go to, I guess they had to go down there to talk to the judge. As soon as they ran out the room, homeboy grabbed that paper, hit the corner, took him a massive dump, lit the whole damn cell up because he didn't know how to shit in jail. Man, about 30 minutes later, they came back. Homeboy wasn't dancing no more. You took a shit? You took a shit? Homeboy sitting there looking. He's scared. Yeah. Yeah, I took a shit. They didn't do nothing to him, but boy, he was about to shit again because he was so damn scared. Real talk. That really happened.
Damn, dude. Yeah, that's exactly why I don't ever want to go to jail. Cobain's cabin wants to know, Lonzo, did you ever get beat by the LAPD?
No. I never was stupid enough to park in a dark alley or talk shit to them. You know, I understand they got a whole belt full of restraining, ass-whooping tools. I never wanted to test their ability to whoop a nigga's ass. So I just listen and I do, but trust me, many times, because cops back then would really try to, they were like drill sergeants. They would get in your face and try to best to piss you off. And you've had to do that, man. Do what you could to not get pissed off. No, but I never got jumped on by the police or the sheriff, man. I had a buddy of mine, this true story again. I was at the club. He said, yeah, man, my boy just got he's got $500,000. He got what? He got $275. He got beat up by the police, man. I'm gonna have whoop my ass and get paid my damn self. This is a true story. And
hell no.
Sure enough, he picked a fight with the police. He got paid. This motherfucker spending all the money he can on wheelchairs and goddamn trying to medication. Nigga, you got paid, but you got fucked up too. That was I've seen that mentality. He did that.
Jesus.
He is not the same dude. He got paid, but he is not the same dude.
That is probably one of the dumbest things I've heard.
He got paid. He ain't the same dude, man. Nice little lip. His speech is fucked up. His walking is fucked up. He got the money. He probably broke now. But yeah, he told me he's gonna do that, and he did it.
God damn. Our boy Marlon Cozy, what up, Marlon? He says, yo, Unc, do you keep in touch with Mr. Shakespeare, and what is he up to these days? Give us a history of Shakespeare, and tell us what he's up to.
Shakespeare is one of the coolest brothers you're gonna meet, man. He came in the record crew when we traded him we traded him for when Clientele left. We took him from, he was actually in Ice Cube's group, CIA or Stereo Crew. It's actually Stereo Crew then. We got our CBS deal. He was rapping with CIA. He was a lot older than though. He was a lot older than them. He was like 25, 26. These guys 15, 16. And Clientele just left. So I felt he was a good fit for the Wrecking Crew. So I pulled him over to the Wrecking Crew with us. Cube and them went down to a 3-man group. He fit right in. Learned all the steps. Never was a problem. Just a cool dude. And now he lives in Sacramento. He is a probation officer and a preacher. He comes down every so often to do a sermon with his family. Well, I don't know if it's family's church, but the church is his home church. He comes down every few months, hang out. When he's in town, we always hang out, man. When I go to Sacramento, we always hang out.
That's dope. Shout out to Shakespeare. Miami 808 says, did Dr. Dre create his rhodium mixes in your studio, the ones that Steve Yano sold at the swap meet?
No, Steve Yano had built a 4-track. He had a 4-track right there at the swap meet. Now that shit was mixed right there, mixed and dubbed right there. It was he didn't need me for that right there. Steve was a straight hustler. So whatever they did, they just would knock it out.
Were those mixtapes really huge on the streets from what you can remember?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Mixtapes kind of killed the bootleg game. I was making actual records. I was pressing up records. We started off making tapes for a while, but it was so damn hard to we was burning out them Radio Shack duplicating cassette players like it was nobody's business. We went through like 4 of them things for like 6 months. We was trying to knock out 20 CD, cassettes. Especially if they was 60 minutes, 90 minutes, take you 45 minutes. And it was just too slow, and you couldn't get enough money out of it because the cassette was costing you $2 or $3, and you only could charge maybe 10 for them. Take all the time it took to make them. And so I started making records, which was a lot better because once you make the master, you just got to press it up. But then people started, you can't play records in the car. Cassettes was hot. So that kind of killed that game, and they took over that, and I just kept on making records for DJs.
Broken Home Podcast, and we got to be careful how we answer this one still because YouTube trips on stuff like this. But Lonzo, what did you think about Cube exposing Hollywood about trying to blackball him for not getting the jab? We'll try to stay away from the dreaded C word, but the jab.
You know what? I think I've always thought that was not cool to mandatorily make somebody do something that they were scientifically and personally, religiously, whatever, against.